I have a question about eating versus grazing, and what is more health promoting?
The muscles of peristalsis require tremendous amounts of rest in between their contractions, or you get what are called incomplete contractions. We see people who graze tend to end up with digestive disturbances a lot. Very often they'll say, well, the reason I graze is because I have digestive disturbance, I can't eat much or this or that. But I find that grazers tend to end up with digestive disturbance because they impair the peristaltic muscles from having comprehensive contractions. The muscles need to be at rest most of the time in order to get a strong enough contraction so the food all moves forward. If the contraction only partially moves the food forward, some of it moves back, this is food moving in the wrong direction. It never works well. Certainly for fitness performance, if you're doing intense exertions, it's difficult to be eating all the time or even grazing. And so I recommend meals for people who do intense exertions. Granted that for people who turn life into an intense exertion and they get used to it and they just run for days without stopping, well, at that point it may be to their advantage to have small meals regularly during these competitions. But this is not life in general, and even the people who do that maybe go for 100-mile runs or 600-mile runs, and I know people doing these sort of things, they have to fuel regularly during the day because they're going through so much fuel. But when they're not competing, they go back to eating meals.
What about weight loss? The same. You know, there is a belief that it's better to eat 6 small meals for weight loss than 2 or 3 big meals.
Oddly enough, the bodybuilders say it's better to eat 6 small meals for weight gain. and there's a belief for practically everything these days. I think that the best way to eat is meals. 2, 3 if you need them. 1 if you're only interested in that infrequently. I used to only eat 1 meal a day when I was a child. It started when I woke up and it ended when I went to bed. But I would stop snacking now and occasionally during the day in order to sit down and eat a meal. Other than that, I was snacking all the time. It's not the ideal way. You end up always hungry, always eating, never satisfied. It's far better to minimize the importance of food by just saying, look, I'm going to eat until I'm satisfied. I'm not going to think about food again for another 4, 6, 8 hours, and then I'll eat again. I mean, there's more to life than just eating food. Let's just eat the food, have a meal, be satiated. When we go to bed, we don't sleep like in 8 1-hour increments throughout the 24-hour day. In order to be well rested, we sleep until we're satisfied, and then we eat until we're satisfied, and then we do the next thing until we've had enough of that. And I think it's a healthier plan.
Thank you.
Sure.